In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
She doesn't want to be nobody's friend. Hey everyone. She's just so self-centered and all about herself. And you can tell by just listening to this conversation. And I feel like Mia shouldn't have to.
Hello.
sit down and tell shit.
How are you all? Get in here, get in here, get in here. Okay. We got problems, we got personality issues, we got mental health issues, we got deaths. We got deaths. We got money issues, we got fake purse issues that now we know the purses were always fake. We got Portia Williams at the helm of some crazy ass situation that cannot be explained, people. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to unravel this. I have to get, do I need my Linktree account anymore? Does anybody know? Is that a thing? Do I need it? I'm paying like $9 a month and I never use it. Somebody let me know if you think I should hold on to my Linktree account, because I don't want to. I have a website. Why am I using a damn Linktree account? All right. Can we talk? I am so afraid of Portia and her mama, Diane. I'm afraid. These women are gangsters. These women are one step short of a P. Diddy enterprise for women. I'm worried. I'll be right back because I am worried. Child, I don't know what to do. I have such concerns about Portia and Diane. If Portia doesn't stay on this show, which I hope she does, because we don't need any more babies dying. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know this story at all? Who's in Atlanta? Does anybody know this story? Well, I got the story from this woman, Coco NT. Let me make sure I get her name right. Last night, 3:00 in the morning, Spirit goes, get up, get up. And I was like, what, Spirit, what? And Spirit said, go to your YouTube channel. And I'm like, what? Is this going to be something about Diddy again? Right? Ciao. When Spirit wakes you up, listen. Because it is, let me see. Where's her channel? Come on, girl. Come on. Her name is Coco NT. Look her up. Follow her. Because there's some exposure that needs to be exposed, like right now. There's some exposure. So let me get up some videos. I'm not going to put that one up. I'm not going to put that one up. Okay. I only have a couple of videos. I'm going to put that one up at last. I don't want to put that one up. I thought I had a video. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to play Coco and T, but I can't, like, do it, like, verbatim the way she puts it. The title of her thing is Newborn Dies at Portia Williams Daycare. This was just posted a day ago. Ah. And it's severe.
I was over here trying to figure out what happened. Man, and Shamia's mom and why they fell out. And somebody threw some tea up in the comments of the video I was watching and told me that Portia Williams used to own a daycare, and when she owned a daycare and her mama worked there, that a baby died in her care. So I was like, what? How have I never heard of this? So I went and looked it up, and y'all, it is some sad, sad, sad stuff. Like, I never knew this. I knew that her mom owned daycares, but I didn't know that Portia had owned a daycare and she had got sued and a baby died in her care the day the baby was enrolled, the first day the baby went to the daycare. And I'm like, damn, this is really deep. Because I was over here about to make a video like, it's something weird with Miss Diane and Portia. Like, did she teach her how to hustle? Like, and now that I'm seeing that, oh, Portia was copying her mama, starting a daycare in her name. And, her mama was the CEO of the daycare. And then, I'm sure her mom told her, go ahead, marry Simon, get the bag. It just seems like, and do y'all remember a few years ago when Portia retired her mom on Real Housewives? Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like they've been hustling together for some years, but this is some sad, sad stuff. It has just led me down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. Like, was Miss Diane even married to Portia's dad? Because I found his obituary online. They didn't even name her as a wife. They damn near named Portia as a child of Lauren's mom. And I'm going to get into that also, but let me just point out this. Okay, so Miss Diane posted this in 2020. I'll show y'all the date. Okay, you see the date. It says July 2020. Okay, boom. So Miss Diane Official posted Flashback Friday. I was around 30 years old and owned the first 24-hour child care center in Atlanta. I have taken care of hundreds of children. Now I have the pleasure and honor of caring for my little love at Pilar 24 hours a day. Support Black women in business. Okay, so we already have this established. Miss Diane has been running daycares because someone in the comments of a video I was watching was saying that.
Okay. I'm not going to play her whole video because that's not fair to her. She got 12,000 views. Good work, child. I'm bouncing off of her, right? So, of course, I had to do my own research, right? And it's out there. Apex Bank filed a lawsuit against Portia and Child First 24-hour child care in October 2015. In DeKalb, Georgia Superior Court, alleging defaulting on a loan. Oh, let me get rid of this. Alleging defaulting on a loan. It appears her mother, Diane Williams. What's her daddy's last name? Diane T. Williams. Is tied up in the lawsuit since she is the current CEO, CFO, and secretary of the corporation. Now, in daycare world, there's no need for a CEO. In a corporation, they like to have CEO. Who's the CEO? Who's the CFO? But in daycare world, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing, unless Georgia's different, but this is what I know it to be in California and New York, is a director, and the director must be educated. So the director must have their bachelor's degree. All right? And you could own the daycare, but you better have a director with a degree. Now, I don't know if it has to be in childcare. Maybe things have changed over the years. Also in Jersey, it was the same thing. It's case number 15, C as in cat, V as in Victor, 11056. The case is open. Apex Bank versus Child First 24-hour. And then they put in parentheses TSD, which I don't know what that is. It's in Superior General Civil Court. This is public knowledge. The judge was Courtney Johnson, Superior Court. It's about contracts. All right. The plaintiff is Apex Bank, formerly known as Sneed. Sneed what? Sneed Bank? I don't know what Sneed means. So I don't know how they defaulted on a loan with the bank unless the daycare was going to go buddy up. But I can't explain. Child First 24-hour child care private preschool. The minute you put private, it's more expensive than any other preschool. Like it's not owned by the state or the city. It's expensive. So these hoes were greedy. Defendant Portia Williams. In addition to the lawsuit, the Child Care Center and Portia's mother appear to be defendants in a garnishment case. There are a number of cases for garnishment and dispossessory action that settled. Finally, in September 2009, a 3-month-old baby tragically died at the daycare. It says the center was not liable. It was not found liable. I do not know how involved Portia was in the day-to-day operations at that time, but it's very important because she owned the daycare. Portia owned it. The mom was the CEO, CFO, secretary, maintenance worker, teacher, child aid. The mom did everything, right? Baby died after being left alone at daycare at 3:39 p.m. on June 23rd. A 3-month-old baby died in DeKalb County Child Care Center in 2009. The baby had been left alone while the staff went to lunch. According to the lawsuit filed when it was filed, the center, the Child First 24-hour, denies any wrongdoing in the boy's death, even though the staff went to lunch and left the baby unattended at 3 months old. The boy, Daryl Love II, the second, died on September 15, 2009, the first day he attended Child First 24-hour child care on Columbia Drive. An attorney for the parent told the newspaper. DeKalb County Police and right from the start, the state agency which regulates child care facilities. So if anybody's in Atlanta and you want to open a daycare, don't. But if you do, right from the start, regulates child care facilities. So check with them, check all the requirements, follow the law to the letter. These are children and people's children's lives. But no charges were ever filed. At a state hearing, the center was vindicated, and the center to this day remains open. According to the lawsuit filed in DeKalb County Court on Monday, the same day, another 2-year-old girl died after she was left outside a Clayton County daycare. It's the second death involving daycare in Georgia on the same day. Both baby Daryl was left unattended and unsupervised for an extended period of time. When defendant, and they put a number here, when defendant number 8217, maybe that's her employee number, employee returned from her lunch break, she went to check on Daryl Love II and found him blue and unresponsive. The lawsuit states, here's the part that bothers me. Employees neglected to respond to the emergency. The boy was found blue by the employee after she came back from lunch. They neglected the emergency and also negligently failed to immediately call 911. And that should have been the immediate appropriate response, 911. Daryl, the baby, was transported to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta in Eagleston, did not survive. Oh my God. An autopsy was inconclusive in identifying the exact cause of death. Beyond, listen to this, asphyxiation. I got too many of these. I gotta learn to throw my cups out. I don't know why that's sitting there. I gotta check this one, make sure I'm safe. Kelly Christian, lawyer for the baby's parents, told the newspaper the newborn could have suffered from SIDS. The suit, which does not seek a specific amount in damages, also contends that Child First did not have a plan in place for emergencies. What? What? No plan for emergencies? Help me out here. What? What? You have a business? You have employees? There's no plan for emergencies? There's no CPR? Nobody thought to do CPR on that baby? Get that heart pumping again? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't own a daycare. No plan for emergencies? Oh my God. Doesn't it sound like Portia? Doesn't this exactly sound like Portia that didn't know the Underground Railroad wasn't underground? I'm trying to figure this out. There's a dead baby somewhere in the ether. I cannot deal. I won't deal. I don't get it. All right, back to the story. They did not have a plan in place for emergency. If a baby had not died, this would be comedy. The attorney said for the baby's death was a tragedy that could, the attorney for the other side says the baby's death was a tragedy that could not have been prevented. If somebody was in the room, maybe it could have been prevented. If somebody didn't take a 2-hour lunch break, who does that? I can't. Okay, I can't even think right now. The findings show that no time was Daryl Love left unattended, nor the room understaffed. Furthermore, the findings show that a written emergency plan was in place and that there was no delay in contacting 911. So the stories change according to Portia's attorney. Online records show state officials have visited Child First 7 times in April 2010. Now, the boy had already died. On April 29th of 2010, the center was cited for not having adequate staffing. In May, the center was cited for having incomplete records on the children attending the daycare. That still means you don't have an emergency plan. Because if you have incomplete record keeping, you don't know what the baby's allergic to if it's incomplete. Update. According to the court records, Portia was the owner of the daycare at the time of the baby's death. She was served with the lawsuit as the company's registered agent. Now, I got a problem with that because her mom was the CFO of 24-Hour Child First. But the mom said she's been doing daycare since her 30s. If the title of a company had to change, Diane did something and her daycare shut down. And they had to open it up in Portia's name, and Diane ran the company under Portia's name. Portia was served with the lawsuit as the company's registered agent. The suit was filed 6/21/11, almost 2 years after the baby's tragic death. The case went to trial and was conducted as a non-jury trial, bench trial on 20/11/11. The parents won $5.1 million. Somebody put here, who the hell let Dean back watch the baby? That poor baby has to die because of negligence. Both Portia and her mother look special. They shouldn't be near any kid. All that stunting for the camera, complaining about Cordell, not taking your fat ass shopping. Meanwhile, a baby died at your center. Well, now, Portia has always been a hustler, y'all. Now, I thought I saved something about Diane. Oh, I didn't save it. Why didn't I save it? I meant to save it. Let me see if I can find it because I posted on her. I think it's called Diane Official or something.
Strongest natural anti-inflammatory remedy that exists.
Miss Diane Official, Diane Tompkins Williams. I posted on something and then didn't keep it. God damn it. I don't know how far back it went. Now that I'm looking at this. Let me see if I sent it to my group. You know, I'm always doing things and I don't do the right things in the long haul. Nope, didn't send it to my group either. Did I send it to TikTok? Nope, can't find it. Let me see if I can find it on her page, though. There's a why didn't I save it? Why didn't I save it? I do this all the time. I saved that one, so why didn't I save the other one? Nope. God damn it. Well, in any case, Diane has been doing daycare since she was 30. And so Portia never really had to worry about a job or money because she could just go work for her mama. But then Portia started hustling. Like the scammer that she is. And you know what's funny? These hustlers hide in plain sight. They tell you who they are. We have got to stop idolizing hustlers because their game ain't correct. P. Diddy? Let's look at this.
I would have to say, what's my first hustle? Okay, so I always had a job because my mother owned a childcare center, so I always worked with her. But hustle was when I used to sell bags at the strip club in the back, and I also used to sell them out of my trunk. Okay, I had that Gucci, I had that Coach, I had whatever you needed. I even had a business card. It was called Elite Apparel. Okay, and that was a smooth hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was young. I was like probably 18, and I'll make thousands of dollars because, I'm selling you a Gucci purse. You want it. If you don't got the money, they went and stripped and made it real quick and came right back and gave it to me, and I made good money until this one boyfriend knew I had my stock in my trunk, and he took my car to go be fixed, I believe. And when he came back, he was like, "Oh, the stuff, somebody stole the stuff out your trunk, da da da." And that was like almost $2,500 worth of product. And so after that, I quit it. But yeah, that was my first hustle. And it sounds a little ratchet, but I'm proud of it because, street entrepreneur at the time. What did it teach me about business? Well, number one, never trust anybody with your product. Don't trust them with your money. Don't tell people all your business. And with me, I was a one-man band. I didn't need anybody else to be involved. And so, yeah. I guess I could have not been selling counterfeit product, fake stuff, but we're going to leave that off. But yeah, I've always been an entrepreneur. So after that, I did get a legit business, of course. I had my first childcare center when I was 24 years old. It was 10,000 square feet, and it was amazing. So yeah, I went into serious business then, had a real accountant, real team, real people handle money, keep things in order, keep the books in order. And so, yeah, I don't rob Peter and pay Paul. That's a big deal.
What do you all think about this? This is weird. She sounds like a drug dealer too, right? This is weird. Something's not right here. Oh, I don't think we're frozen, sweetie. I hope not. Hi, Colton. Hi, Reggie Guy 400. Hi. Hi, Misdiagnosis. Blessed day to you, Tracy chat members. Hi, sweetie. Oh my God. Hi, AB. It sounds very much like her. Miss Sheena says you're taking care of people's children. You have no plans for emergencies? No staff? Even after the incident, she was cited. Oh my God, negligence. Oh my God, banner. I never saw that, child. Y'all know I forget this banner. Portia better not come for me. Don't, girl, don't come for me. I will find more stuff on you. I will come to Atlanta and I will find more dirt on you. Leave me alone. You be better. Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to African men. How was no one jailed? I don't know. What a pretty picture, Lady Oren. Let me take a look at your picture. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, how nobody was ever jailed. Isn't that the 411 question of the day? Look, guys, I gave myself a little bit of baby hair today. using the fenugreek. So it just needs to be trained. Just needs to be trained. I'm trying to train my hair. Oh, my hand is itching. My left hand is itching. Ooh, wait a minute. Listen, that part. Hi, Marcella. She's a runner for the big boys. Street entrepreneur. The fact that that shit even came out your mouth is disturbing. You're a weirdo, Portia. You're a weirdo. What's the question, guys? Because I didn't read. Now, this girl here said she was trying to figure out what's the 411 with the mothers when she came across this baby dying. I really like her too. I really like who she is, what she does. Let me see.
Saying that, you know, they think that Miss Diane and Shamia's mama fell out over some daycare business, right? I don't know. I think it's a man, and I think that's what it's going to end up being, but we'll see. So anyways, then someone in the comments was like, did y'all know that Portia owned a daycare and was sued for $5 million because a child, an infant, died in her care and was sued for $5 million. So I had to go Google it, and they were not lying. I don't know how I never heard of this. I'm a housewife. I don't know how this has never came up. All the years I've been seeing Portia on TV, I never heard of this, but it is sad. So let me just read everything to you. Okay, so the first part of the article was talking about how somebody told them that Portia owned a child care center, and they looked it up and found all these lawsuits. They said Apex Bank filed a lawsuit against Portia and Child First 24-hour child care in October 28, 2015 in DeKalb County, Georgia, Supreme Court for allegedly defaulting on a loan. It appears her mother, Diane T. Williams, is tied up in the lawsuit since she is the current CEO and CFO and secretary of the corporation. Or does it say secretary? Y'all, my eyes are so bad. Secretary of the corporation. Okay, then it lists the case number. Y'all can go look these up. Go ahead. They're legit. Okay, it says case, blah, 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 blah. Child First, 24 hours. Filing date of October 2015 in the Superior General Court. Okay, so it lists the judge, Courtney Johnson, Superior Court, yada, 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 right? Let's go on. Okay, this is just listing Apex Bank. It lists it's a private child care preschool. Portia Williams, defendant. Okay? Okay, so then it lists the link to the lawsuit. Then it says, in addition to the lawsuit.
I'm going to fast forward because everything she said, I read for you all. She just, I think, did a better job at it. But I do want to point out let me get over here.
Portia's.
This woman, Diane, she's nasty. Let me see if it'll help if I get there.
To like, are they like this little Bonnie and Clyde tag team? They starting businesses together, and then, oh, Portia, you go get married to Cordell, and I'm gonna come over your house. You're gonna take care of me. Oh, Portia, when you get put on the Real Housewives, you know, you're gonna retire me and take care of me. You know, like why does I don't know. It just seems like they got everything just so mixed together. And do y'all remember when Simon was saying how he was going to expose her mom?
I do.
And like we didn't know nothing, and we were going to see the real Miss Diane. Like I really would wonder what he wanted to tell us. Now I wonder because this is deeper than I ever thought. I don't know. Is Miss Diane married? And then I was on some blogs, and they were saying in the blogs, don't know if this is true, could be wrong, but I was on Reddit, and they were saying that Portia mama was the side chick to her dad. Because you know how Lauren is smaller than Portia, and he was married to Lauren's mom? And this is Portia mama and daddy, by the way. So yeah, they were saying that go look at his obituary. They don't even mention Portia's mom as him ever being married to her. Word on the street is she was a side chick. And that's why, remember that episode when Portia was crying, talking about her dad was never there, and Lauren was like, my dad was always there. She's like, yeah, but you lived in the house with him. I only came over on the weekends and blah, 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 blah. So I don't know how Portia came before Lauren, but I did find his obituary, and it is kind of strange. So I'm just going to read it, and y'all come up with y'all own opinions. Okay, you can look up his obituary for yourself, but this is what it says. Mr. Williams grew up in Atlanta and attended Morehouse College and the University of Georgia Law School. He married Andrea Lisa Williams. That's Lauren's mama. And the couple had 4 children, Hosea III, Portia, Benton, and Lauren. Okay, so you see, I didn't write it. It says they had 4 children. Not he was married before, had 2 children with Miss Diane. No, it said he married her. So, like, what is really going on? Is this wrong? Is like an online obituary wrong? I don't know. But
So what I can tell you, just from recent deaths in my family, people don't seem to understand that obituaries can be an extension of life, right? But people don't get that. And so most times somebody's mad at a death. Most times. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if y'all experience that, but the minute mama dies, daddy dies, all the sisters are at odds. Nobody can agree on the type of funeral. And don't let there be some assets, right? So this is his obituary. Mr. Williams grew up in Atlanta, attended Morehouse College and the University of Georgia Law School. So this is a very educated man. He married Andrea Lisa Williams, and the couple had 4 children, Hosea III, Portia, Benton, and Lauren. But we already know that Portia said she was never at the house except on the weekends. So is this the order of the children born, or did they not want to separate Portia out of fairness, which I respect, to make her feel like an outsider? But under Lisa Williams, it makes it appear that Portia is Lisa Williams' baby. Now, I got another problem. Why is Diane's last name Williams? Mr. Williams is also survived by his mother, who was a former representative in Georgia, Juanita T. Williams. There are 2 brothers and 4 sisters. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I don't understand how Diane got the last name Williams. And if Portia's in the middle of that, and we know Diane Williams is her mother, or do we? But for all intents purposes, that's what they're saying, that Diane is Portia's mother. And Portia was birthed after the older brother, the third, Hosea the third. And then Portia, the man's wing wong, was dipping into another wing wong, Portia's mom. But the obituary says Portia was born out of Lisa Williams. What am I missing? Let's read it again. He married Lisa Williams, No, it says the couple had 4 children. Hosea, Portia, Benton, and Lauren. See, the problem is that maybe they didn't want Portia to feel bad. So maybe they didn't want to separate Portia to say they had 3 children and then Portia, which I get it. That's not going to make a child feel good. So maybe they just put it all together, because it seems to me like all of these ladies, including Shamia's mom, had a way of working together. So there, it definitely feels like some sister wife situation here. The black version, Handmaid's Tale, sister wife. A post Martin Luther King sister wife situation, and had all these women in control. Yeah, Williams could be Diane's original name, but somebody gotta prove it. Now, I come from a family where my mom, is it my mom? My grandma, who's a George in St. Thomas, married, now, let's get this straight, because I didn't find out till years later, there was no marriage. My grandma, who's a George, had babies with the Williams from St. Croix. And Williams is a big deal here in St. Croix. But then she wound up being married to a Williams. So yeah, Sheena, I get it. I have that personally going on. I need to know Diane's maiden name. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. They also said Portia's mom isn't even in Portia's dad obituary as a wife, a former wife, a third wife, a wife. This was some scallywag, wing-wonging, ding-a-linging, trifling, horror shit. It's some horrorish. It's very horrorish. I'm sorry. Can I not call a spade a spade? I don't know who I'm calling a whore. I could be calling a dead dad a whore. I don't know. Well, Portia, yes, Reggie, Portia is loving her mom right down to some criminal stuff. They loving each other like some Bonnie and Clyde DNA issue. Oh my God. What do y'all have to say? What's the reading, Sheena? What do you want to see? Or is this just a statement right now? Because I need to know the tie-in from Shamia. And in my reading, looking for the tie-in in Shamia mom and Portia's mom, in my reading, I said, there's money here. What's the money issue? $5.1 million. So Shamia's mom, what was your take in all of this? Because there's some blackmail going on here. Shamia's mom, if you were any way involved, even as a teacher, then I know the wing wong hit your vajayjay. I know it. Then Portia's dad's wing wong hit your vajayjay. Didn't I tell y'all this story's going to come out? Didn't I tell y'all? It's unraveling. It's unraveling. And I want to know how much of these secrets these people are going to keeping on. Because this mother-daughter crime team They commit crimes. This is the female version of Diddy. I wonder if they got prescriptions under the name Frank Black. I want to know, can somebody check this for me? The daycare is still open. You can't find a good review, and it has a 3-star rating. I don't know who owns the daycare, but can somebody tell me if somehow Porsha still owns the daycare? I need to know. I need to know. That daddy had community P. He was for everybody. I mean, it must have been a good ding dong. You know when it's good, you're just going to lay down anyway. When it's good, you're just going to be like, just do me. It's that good. You don't worry about the consequences. All right. I'm going to stop here. I guess there's no need for a reading yet. But this is a continuation. We got our eyes on you, Diane. And Shamia's mom. Go ahead and keep protecting Diane, Shamia, and Shamia's mom. Go ahead. Y'all going to get caught up. Y'all going to be embarrassed. And Shamia, you got an African husband that put you in a $9 million house. You better protect your man. You better protect your integrity, because Porsha tried to take you down with Polo. Porsha tried to sell you out. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's your friend. I'm sticking by her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Angela said Shamia is playing the long game, not Shamia. They're all in cahoots somehow. And Porsha and her mommy are the ringleaders of the mommy-daughter gang. This is a gang. This is an enterprise. This is a gang. Rico! I have more Rico cases. All right, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's my psychic entertainment, yada, yada, boom, boom, boom. I'm just reporting from a psychic realm. None of this is true or anything. It's for giggles and shits and giggles and laughter and entertainment. And don't take it personally, ladies. Don't take it personally. Love you. Bye. Oh, I meant to show the comments on stage. Yeah, nabbit. Bye. Oh, call me for your own personal reading. I'm available today. 213-458-7408. Where is it? Right here. Bye, guys.